If you've been procrastinating having a reset day, then let this be your motivation, because I honestly do not know where I'm supposed to start with this. And let's do it together. Yeah, there's a lot. Pixie, get out the bag. This is the current situation. I just moved back home from 3 years of uni, and I now have no idea where I'm supposed to put anything. Like, there is no room in that cupboard. I don't know how any of this is gonna fit in that cupboard. Right, we actually have to get started now. Unlike other reset videos, this one's not going to be just like, oh, tidy your room and your whole life's going to change. We're going to actually go through 4 simple steps to rewire your brain and start stepping into the version of you that's ready to take life to the next level. I know when you're facing a massive reset like this, it can be very overwhelming, and trust me, I am honestly super overwhelmed right now. I don't know about you, but I am ready to enter my productive growth era. We just need to reset a little bit. This video is part of the self-improvement series here on my channel, so if you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe, because if you're not, what are you even doing? The first step is space. When we declutter, we're not just improving the appearance of our environment, but also positively impacting our brain's ability to process information. Our brains are only designed to process a finite amount of information at once, and when we're surrounded by visual clutter like piles of paper, unorganized clothes, or objects or stuff like that, it increases what's known in neuroscience research as cognitive load. So this is the amount of working memory that's being used. When we're constantly surrounded by mess, this clutter competes for our attention, and it leads to mental fatigue. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision making, focus, and working memory, becomes overwhelmed when dealing with too many stimuli at once. So by decluttering, we reduce the number of stimuli, allowing the brain to focus more efficiently. But it's stuff like this that really gets me, right? Because I've had this for a whole 3 or 4, 5, maybe 6 months. Like, all of this just being in the suitcase, and I've not used any of it. But then I find things like this jumper that I crocheted when I was like 13, and I still want to keep it because it took me so long to make. But have I worn it? Actually, I think I must have worn it at least a few times, because it doesn't smell clean. And everything that's in these piles is different, because it's things like, I might want to keep this, I might not want to keep that. I don't really want to get rid of this, but I want to give it to someone who's going to use it. And I have so many hoodies, and I don't wear them. But I would, but I just don't. Okay, it's empty. I mean, I've not put anything away, it's literally all just lying on my bed. But I'm going to take a break now, because I need to focus, and focus is not here. Hello? So I've been trying out these Magic Mind mental performance shots recently. It's got all of the daily vitamin C and D that I need, and let's be real, since it's going into winter, we're gonna need some more vitamin D. And the goal of Magic Mind is to help you feel more focused, give you a bit more mental clarity, and also help you be more productive in the process. And saying that, it tastes really good. It's got a citrusy flavour, and you know me, I love anything citrus. It just gives me an instant mood boost because it's full of vitamins that lower your stress levels, and I can't get over how good it tastes. Everyone always thinks that health shots have to taste disgusting and you just down it and then that's done, but this is actually enjoyable. And I think that's one of the most important things. If you're bringing something new into your routine, it has to be enjoyable, because if it's not, then you're never going to stick to it, and it's never going to make as much of a difference as it could make. I'm going to be trying out Magic Mind for the next few weeks, because like with any health drink, the ingredients in there are going to take time to actually show their best results. So there are no quick fixes here. So I'll keep you guys updated. This is the progress so far. It's not very much, but it's something, because look at all those hangers. You might not realize this, but clutter has also been linked to increased levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Studies show that people who describe their homes as cluttered or disorganized tend to have higher cortisol levels. This can negatively impact mood, increase anxiety, and contributes to chronic stress. So all that to say, a cleaner and more organized space can reduce cortisol, improving your mood and cognitive functions over time. You were beautiful, just like a flower.
Worse before it gets better, I think, is how it goes.
Another important reason why we're starting our reset with our space is because of emotional regulation and clarity. Clutter also affects emotional regulation by reducing the brain's ability to transition between tasks smoothly. The part of the brain that's involved in cognitive flexibility and emotional regulation is called the anterior cingulate cortex. It can become less efficient when overloaded with stimuli from a messy environment, so this is why a tidy space is often linked to feelings of calm and control. People living in clean, organised spaces have actually been shown to show better emotional regulation, reduced anxiety, and a better sense of clarity. On the other hand, whilst some studies suggest that a little bit of mess might encourage out-of-the-box thinking, extreme clutter tends to have the opposite effect. Especially for neurodiverse people like me, excessive visual stimuli can suppress the brain's ability to focus on one single task. So having a well-organised environment helps with selective attention, which allows the brain to engage more deeply with creative or problem-solving tasks. I just found an absolutely massive spider and I literally jumped halfway across the room. It's okay, the situation's sorted now, but we're getting there. We're getting there, slowly. But it's progress. I'm so tired. Like, it's still a mess and I'm so tired. But we kind of have to continue because I can't get to bed yet. I mean, it's like not even 6:30. It's 6:24. So there's still time, but this is gonna take more than one day. Okay, so it's reset day 2, and today I'm gonna make a start on the desk. We've got a lot of stuff to sort in those drawers. I know it doesn't look too intimidating until you open said drawers, and that is the state. I feel like everyone has one of those drawers where they just shovel their mess in and completely forget about it. Yeah, that's that drawer. One of those drawers. When we're having a major reset like this, breaking down bigger tasks into smaller, more manageable ones can be a really powerful tool. Because I don't know about you, but once I've started tidying something, even if it's just one drawer, I'm okay, like I can keep going. But it's just getting started in the first place that is so difficult. There's actually been neuroscientific research showing that completing tasks, even small ones like tidying up, can create a feedback loop that reinforces that positive behaviour so that you're more likely to continue decluttering or organising. So that's why we find it easier to keep going once we've built up that initial momentum. But how do you actually find the motivation in the first place? For me, I always ask myself the question, what would this look like if it was fun? So whether that's blasting some hype music, pretending you're in a movie, or just romanticising your life a little bit, finding little ways to make boring tasks fun can give you so much more motivation to actually start doing them in the first place. Step 2 to resetting and completely leveling up your life is to get some movement in. Now, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, it can literally just be a 10-minute walk, but getting regular movement has been shown to lower levels of anxiety and depression, as well as improving your immune system, especially as we age, and on top of that, it helps your metabolism as well. There's basically no negatives to getting regular movement in, as even a little bit contributes to your overall well-being and disease prevention. I just got back from the gym, and one of the things I always do, whether I'm doing like a little reset, like a weekly reset, or a big reset like this, is never think shower. I've had acne pretty much since high school, and I'm still trying to find a product that really works. Like, it has cleared up a bit, but it's not ideal. We're working on it, but I like to use
I don't know how you pronounce it. Let me know how you pronounce it because I don't know. I really like it because unlike other cleansers, it doesn't disrupt your skin barrier. I was also gonna get a face mask today, but I completely forgot. Like I was in the shop and it completely left my head. So we don't have a face mask. I really like the peel off ones. They're just so satisfying. But next time. I actually love the feeling of getting out of the shower and just feeling so fresh. It is incredible. I've really been enjoying using this shampoo, although it is technically my sister's, but she let me use it. And also this conditioner. It makes your hair feel like silky afterwards and it smells really good. I used to be like a die-hard Head and Shoulders girly, even though this one's not the Head and Shoulders brand, because I used to have really bad dandruff. But now, like, I don't have dandruff anymore. But since I started using that again, it gave me dandruff, so I don't really know what's going on there. So I'm kind of not using that as much, but these ones are really good. I also never blow dry my hair. Like, I don't even own a hairdryer, so I literally just towel dry it because the heat from hair dryers can really damage your hair. And I'm just not a fan. So I let it air dry, I towel dry it as much as I can, and then just leave it. So it's usually dry enough before I go to bed, but if it's not, then I'll plait it, just so that it's not like getting everything wet. Every time after I wash my face, I always use a moisturizer. I currently use Simple most of the time, but it really depends what I've got in the house. I like this one a lot though because it's super light but also really hydrating, so it makes your skin feel really fresh. I don't really know how to put it, but it feels good.
So far, most of our reset efforts have been focused on the external side of things, but real change happens when you start from the inside out. Honestly, I used to be really skeptical about journaling, but since setting myself the challenge to go live with you guys every morning for 30 days and journal together, I've honestly seen so much change. So that's why including journaling as part of our reset is going to be a game changer. I'm going to share the results of that challenge as well as how to journal to get the most out of it in another video, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. But one big part of journaling that has benefits backed up by neuroscience is including gratitude. So writing down and really thinking about things you're grateful for each day has actually been shown to activate areas of the brain associated with reward. So when we focus on positive aspects of our lives, these areas become more active, enhancing our feelings of pleasure and satisfaction. Regularly practicing gratitude shifts your focus from negative to positive experiences, which helps rewire the brain's neural pathways. This process is known as neuroplasticity, and it strengthens the brain's ability to focus on what's going well in life, which reduces your stress and anxiety. And on top of all that, writing about things you're grateful for before you go to bed has been associated with better sleep. The amygdala is part of the brain that processes fear and stress, and this part of your brain becomes less active when we engage in gratitude, leading to improved relaxation and a more restful sleep. And when you get better sleep, that promotes emotional regulation and cognitive function for the next day. There are two more types of journaling that are particularly effective. The first one's called reflective journaling, and this is basically where you write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences from the day so that you can actually process your emotions and get better insights. This way of doing self-reflection by writing down and actually analysing your thoughts and emotions engages the prefrontal cortex in a way that allows you to step back and observe your experiences more objectively, so it increases your self-awareness and your ability to process your emotions. This method of journaling has also been shown to help people process trauma, so writing about traumatic experiences in a reflective way can lead to cognitive reconstruction. This is where the brain reinterprets and integrates the challenging events more adaptively. The third method of journaling has been shown to improve your motivation and reward processing, and also increase your accountability, memory consolidation, and a whole lot more. And it's super simple. It's literally just goal setting. So writing down your long-term and your short-term goals and breaking them down into actionable steps. The physical act of writing down goals as opposed to just thinking about them strengthens the brain's commitment to those objectives. Neuroscience research shows that writing improves memory consolidation, meaning that your goals become more deeply embedded in your brain's long-term memory. This makes it more likely that you'll actually remember your goals and take consistent action towards them. And that's exactly what I do when I'm editing my videos. It usually takes me like more than a week to edit all of my videos, but since I've been obsessed with Magic Mind, and since I've been taking that, I've been so much more focused. So this video is actually only taken me 4 days to edit, which is a record for me. So if you guys want to try out Magic Mind, I definitely recommend giving it a go. And I also just found out that for every bottle they sell, they donate some money to mental health charities. I just thought that was a really sweet idea, because even if it didn't make a difference to my mental performance, and it has, then I know that it's still going to make a difference to someone else's life. So that was just a really sweet bonus. You can also use my code sophiereidfit and the link in the description if you want to save 48% off of your first subscription if you use it in the next 10 days. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much more than you know. And if you're enjoying this self-improvement series, I know it's just started, but it's going to get a whole lot better. So make sure you're subscribed. But quickly jumping back to step 2, if you want the easiest way to level up your fitness, because I know I didn't go into too much detail on how to actually do that, you need to check out this video next. It's going to really help you out. I'll see you there.